Good morning, everybody. Mr. Chair. So, very briefly, I would like to introduce you the program of this symposium. What are the objectives of the organizers from this symposium? What we are expecting as outputs from it. Before doing that, I would like to inform you that FAO and ICAR, they have a long standing of collaboration in capacity building and on animal identification and recording. And and I listed here a long series of workshops that we have undertaken in the last 20 years or so. We have started in '97 in Anand in India, and we are fortunate to have a representative from India in this symposium. Then in '98 we went to Warsaw in Poland. In 2000 we were in Slovenia. In 2002 we have undertaken a workshop in Switzerland. And in 2004 we were in Sousse in Tunisia. But I must clarify that in Sousse it was pure only on performance recording. It was not touching anything related to traceability or related to animal health issues. Then the first workshop that we have undertaken on this global approach or a holistic approach was done in Kuopio in Finland in 2006, where the topic of animal identification for traceability and for breeding and animal health was covered for the first time. Then after that, 4 years ago, we have organized a similar meeting in Santiago in Chile. And it was the logic, I would say, follow-up was to come to Africa and organize this symposium in Africa. So we are really happy to be able to do it in South Africa. The main objective of this symposium is to raise awareness of the importance of animal identification and recording for livestock development, for disease control, trade, and food security, and food safety, I must add also. This is in terms of general objectives. In terms of specific objectives, the symposium, as indicated this morning, offers a really unique platform for all stakeholders and from different institutions to talk about animal identification and recording, and in particular to outline the uses, the benefits, and the beneficiaries of animal identification and recording. We are here to share experiences and discuss the past and ongoing regional and national activities on animal identification and recording. And this not only the activities that are undertaken by the public sector, but also we'd like to hear from the private sector too. We would like also to discuss the legal, technical, and operational requirements for establishing animal identification and recording system in sub-Saharan African countries. And you will be hearing this all the time. It's important that we highlight during all these 3 days the need for cost effectiveness of developing multi-purpose animal identification and recording system. So it's costly, so it has to benefit a large number of stakeholders to be cost effective. Last but not least, we also would like to call for actions to foster the implementation of animal identification and recording system in sub-Saharan Africa through the magic word public-private partnership. So that's really the aim, and the setup of this meeting was that to bring the public and the private stakeholders to work together. What we expect from this symposium: first, an assessment of the applicability of international standards and regulations in sub-Saharan Africa, and the recommendations for their adaptation and implementation. An assessment of past and current projects and what are the lessons learned from this project. What are the recommendations on the tools and technologies to be used considering the objectives and the different production environments. And the last point was to identify and map the major costs and benefits of animal identification and recording, and how to optimize the economic efficiency for this system. And I would say also how to share this cost between the different stakeholders, especially those who are benefiting from them. The main outputs in terms of material that we will have from this symposium is, of course, we will have proceedings that are produced both in French and in English. So all the papers will be in French and in English. This can be the papers or the summaries of the discussion and the recommendations. And these proceedings will be published as a new ICAR technical series, which is a reference journal. But all the presentations will be also uploaded in PDF form in the ICAR website. The activities, you have the agenda in front of you. So we have 6 sessions. The first one is dedicated to international agreements, standards, and regulations on animal identification and recording. The second one on the reviewing the status and trend of animal identification and recording in sub-Saharan Africa. Then the session 3 is on use of animal identification and recording for traceability, animal health, livestock breeding, and farm management to ensure the food safety and security. Session 4 is on tools and technologies, what tools for what purpose. The section 5 is an extension of session 4, but we will be hearing more the industry's perspective or industry's views. And as it was indicated this morning, there is a wealth of experience in the industry. They are working in so many countries, so it's important to get their feedback and their recommendations too. This time we had a plenary poster sessions. This is the first time we organize a poster sessions. So the posters that are outside, there is a chance to have oral presentations of these posters in session 5. So those who have posters and we'd like to make oral presentations, so they have chance to, we have slot for that. So if you are interested, get prepared for it. And the last session is on planning and the economics and cost-benefit analysis for such a system. So each session will be composed of a plenary session or plenary presentations. There is a number of presentations scheduled for each session. Then we are going to break out into group discussions. So the discussion will take place for about an hour, maybe a little bit more, but the idea is to have about an hour discussion. And as you see in the agenda, we have moderators for each discussion sessions. And we will be asking each group to nominate a rapporteur who will come back to the plenary when we meet again to report on the group findings and outcomes. So the composition of the group discussion, the groups is dynamic. So we had a long discussion last night, and we decided that the composition will change from session to session because the topics imposes that or requires that. So the moderators of each session will have the responsibility to announce the group discussions and the group composition. The last item I would like to raise is that we have the tea and coffee breaks already. You are now experienced that in the exhibition hall. And it was said this morning, and I reiterate, please visit the booth of our partners and take this chance to interact with them and share, discuss your own situation and own needs directly with them. And also take the time to visit the posters and read what are the other experiences of the other countries. And with this, I have finished my presentation of this introduction. And last recommendation, I will let you read it. I think you were very smart this morning, and I don't need to say it. You were very on time. Thank you.